Welcome back everyone. I'm trying to catch up with the vlogs. As you know, I do a lot of editing and shooting. Sometimes I just need to focus on my work, but here I am. In the last video I had to switch to the Mac to do some editing because my audio was glitching. It turned out I was running a BIOS on my AMD motherboard that was not compatible with DaVinci Resolve. So if you're using an AMD computer, make sure you have the latest BIOS. Oh, and Fredrik here was helping me out. I just had too much editing to do, so I needed an assistant. Ollie is wondering, what the fuck is he doing here every day? I kind of fell in love again with my old kit lens for my A7 III. It wasn't the original kit lens, but that was the lens I bought for it. It has a kind of unique character. It's only an f4, but it's the only 24-70 that I have. And it's also one of the smallest lenses I've got. And you don't really need a 2.8 lens on a full frame camera with dual native ISO. So it's a very good run and gun lens. This is some old night shots shot with my A7 III and that lens. And look at those highlights, how they bloom. I think that's really cool. Okay, one really big shoot before I'm gonna go on holiday. For today's shoot I hired an assistant. Meet Sebastian. He's both a neighbor and a fellow filmmaker. We met applying to a film school that none of us got into. But that's fine. We're doing what we love anyway. And today's a little bit special because this is the first time I rented a real dolly. We are making two films and one of them will be only handheld and the other one is supposed to be a little bit more smooth.
Okay, come. This is our set today. Lorensbergsteatern. This is John, our choreographer. He knows all the moves. And I know all about back problems. So we're making magic.
It's a first for both me and Sebastian using a dolly. But we have a good floor here. We don't need any rails or anything. We can just roll it. But it's important to test everything out. Today's shoot will be quite difficult. We're making two films and we have only about 8 hours to do it. So once we get started, we need to know exactly what we're gonna do. I really enjoy making these kind of films. It's not the first time I made dance film with the Swedish National Ballet School. We are very time constrained and there's a lot of stuff that needs to come together in order for it to work. But if everything comes together, I think the result will be beautiful.
Din kamera, så testar vi en gång.
Känns det?
Jo, det känns bra.
Du ser ut som en riktig grip idag.
Ja, alltså jag är riktig arbetare.
Sebastian is going to do some behind the scenes for social media when he's not operating the dolly. Pairing his A7S III with my 70-200 G Master.
OCD. The matte box is always critical.
Det är så stilrent gjort.
Lana, one of our dancers, showing off her costume. It's nice to have a whole stage crew doing all the lighting for you. It's a big production, but it's only me and Sebastian who's doing the video work. Everyone else is doing the rest. It was really nice working with the dolly, not just for moving shots, but just to move the camera around. It's very tiresome using a tripod and setting it up and moving it around, and this works very well. I get why they're so popular on bigger sets. I stole my 70 to 200 back for these shots. These shots turned out really good. There's a lot of editing to do here. We're pausing like every 30 seconds and shoot everything in different parts. It's a little bit difficult to stitch everything together, but there's a lot of magic you can do with editing. As I said before, there's a lot of coordination. And it's not just about making everything in camera right, the dancers needs to be on point as well. And this choreography is over 7 minutes long. It's very hard for me to know every step. So a lot of times I just need to trust my intuition. I really like working with John, the choreographer. He's really passionate about his work and he brings a lot of positive energy to the set. For the next shot, we're gonna go around in a big circle around them. And that was kind of tricky to align the wheels on the dolly to make sure that it goes full 360 degrees around without going off stage or ending up somewhere we don't want to. But in the end we managed to get a perfect circle around the stage. At the time of recording this, the video isn't finished yet. However, as soon as the video is out, I'm gonna post it in the comments below. Finally time to head out of the city. Someone is not as happy as me. Ja, only 5 hours to go. Finally, 6 hours later, I've arrived in Boda. We have an estate here that's been in the family since the 1600s.
Har du varit på uppdrag?
This is where we celebrate midsummer. It doesn't get any more Swedish than this. And as tradition, all the men help out to rise the midsummer pole thingy. It's basically a big penis in celebration of fertility.
Oh, hey! Så Martin!
heading into town, there's an even larger midsummer celebration. This is the largest midsummer celebration in Sweden.
Kör vi igen? Är du med? Oh!
After everything settles, there is the reality that I still have editing to do. However, I like coming here to do my final editing of the spring season. It's so quiet here and there's nothing bothering me. I can just sit for hours and just relax. And the cat loves being here. He's not as annoying. He has other stuff to do, like jumping around, chasing birds, listening for all the mice under the floor. The peace didn't last for long. I have an interesting job. I need to go back to Gothenburg. See you in the next episode.